Welcome to the Pathways to Wholeness podcast. I'm Michael Warmoth, and I thank you for joining us for this next episode of meditative teaching. Okay, let's just settle in, relax, maybe take a few breaths, and just listen to the music before the teaching starts. Consider this. It is very possible and likely that at the moment, your conscious awareness, what you are conscious of, is most likely not true. It's likely that your awareness is filled with ideas and thoughts about what should be happening or what isn't happening, or what's wrong or what should be different. Can you take this moment to just being an impartial observer of what you are filling your conscious awareness with? What is it that you are dwelling on? Can you separate yourself from that and just observe what it is? The consequence of conditioning is that we have come to believe that those thoughts are who and what we are real and true, and are the reality of this moment. But they are not. But we have become so identified with them, they feel like reality. They seem like reality. They seem true. But actually, they are the product of a mental process that is disconnected from reality. And it's making up, it is creating what it thinks is reality. It is a form of hallucination. It is like a dream. It is not reality. Can you accept that as a possibility, that you are identified with that you truly believe that there are things that are wrong? You believe in despair and hopelessness and all that goes along with a mind that is disconnected from reality. The spiritual path or journey is to become aware of how we have identified with those thoughts, how we have believed them and accepted them as reality, to observe them. We have the capacity, the ability to observe what we are thinking. We can get distance from it. We need to do that. We need to take on that role of an impartial observer. Just notice. Pay attention to what we are accepting as true right now. It is not always an easy process. Our conditioning and experiences have led us to be attached, firmly identified with our thoughts. We have clung to that identity because we thought they would keep us safe. They would make us safe in the world, to hold on to the idea that we could control ourselves. We could make ourselves fit in whatever the decision we made that was absolutely dependent on our identifying with those mental processes that were detached from reality. There is within us a much deeper knowing of the truth. It requires that we let go of that attachment to the ego and the identity. It requires that we recognize that choice that we made. It is apparent that we made it because we can tell that we are not experiencing the peace and joy and love of the truth. So we must have chosen something else. And it's plain to see if we are suffering and struggling, we are choosing to remain identified with the ego, to trust and control. We don't have to change that in this moment, but the sooner we acknowledge it as the truth, the sooner it will change. There will come a point where we will say, why am I choosing this? I don't want to any longer. That means we must give up any remote idea that we might be a victim of anything. Any claim to victimization keeps us locked in to that unreal world that we have created, and that unreal identity. We must see that we are making a choice. We must also be absolutely compassionate and understanding and forgiving about that. This is not a question of being good or bad or right or wrong, or weak or strong. It is about undoing the powerful influences that led us to believe that we had to give up ourselves, our true selves, to make our way in the world. We are not asking ourselves to admit that we were wrong or bad, that our attachment to control and the ego was somehow a mistake or a flaw in our character. We're simply needing to acknowledge that that choice was made and is being made right now. We cannot claim to be a victim and find peace. That means we have to find that choice within us, because it is within us, and we can change it. If we could accept with compassion and understanding and forgiveness that when we are suffering, it is because of the choice we are making to deny the truth. If we could just accept that without judgment, then we have acknowledged that we have a choice. We can begin to make a different decision. We may not be aware of how deep our claim to victimization goes, but it is easy enough to see if it is there or not. We are either a victim or the presence and power of that infinite consciousness. We cannot be both at the same time. That is, we cannot experience both at the same time. We are always the power and the presence and the light and the love of that infinite consciousness. But we can choose to deny it. We must be clear that it wasn't the light and the love that we chose to deny. It was the overwhelming feelings of betrayal and abandonment and loss that we experienced somewhere along the way. That is what we locked away. But that meant locking away the truth. So what happens if you acknowledge that choice? If you say to yourself, this suffering I experience is the direct result of my denying the truth of who I am, my controlling the expression of that truth within me. The suffering is the direct consequence of my own choices. Choices that were made in a much different circumstance than I am in now. I don't have to protect myself anymore. It is possible that it will be very scary and disorienting and disturbing as we open to our authentic selves. Our experiences and conditioning have made us extremely sensitive and on guard, and we may panic. We must be kind with ourselves. We must be understanding. The feeling of being overwhelmed is a powerful feeling. There is no reason to expect that we should have been different or reacted differently or done something differently. But now, let us just acknowledge that there were choices that had to be made. There didn't seem any option at the moment, but now we can see those choices are not helping us anymore. And if we acknowledge that our suffering and struggle is not the result of some failure or flaw or weakness in our character, it is simply the consequence of a choice made long ago and buried deeply. We can come to peace with that. We can change everything. We don't have to get anything right in this moment. We're just waking up, becoming conscious of the reality of the moment. If we can begin to accept that there is nothing wrong with us, if we can begin to see the difference between believing what the ego tells us and the truth, we will soon make a different choice. Remember, there is a natural process within you calling for you to return to the truth. We don't have to control everything anymore. We don't have to trust in control anymore. There is a power and an intelligence we can trust within us. We can make that choice. The light is within you, always ready to fill the darkness.
Thank you for listening.
If you'd like more information on these meditations and teachings, visit pathwaystosurrender.com. You might be interested in our other podcast, Pathways to Surrender. These are guided meditations designed to support you in letting go of whatever tensions or false ideas you might be holding about how things really are, and reaching a state of peace and surrender. That's Pathways to Surrender. Look for the next episode soon.